Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for a very good news, important video today. First off, happy officially mid-October, which means we're breaking out the Sanderson Sisters sweatshirt. It is Saturday here as I'm recording this. I wanted to go ahead and get this information up for you guys. And also, I got wet hair because it's the day that I don't dry my hair, and so that's just what we're working with today. So the news is that the FDA has officially agreed to allow compounding pharmacies to continue to compound Tirzepatide while they look into whether or not the shortage is truly resolved, which is amazing news. So I have an article here that I am going to link below for you guys, but I wanted to be able to directly reference it during this video so that I did not get anything wrong. But if you have not seen over the course of the past, I don't know, like couple of weeks now, there's been a lot of like compounded Tirzepatide stuff going on. First, the FDA removed Tirzepatide from the official drug shortage list. The health regulator officially removed it, making it seem like compounders were going to have to stop making the compounded versions of Eli Lilly's Mounjaro and Zepbound. And then we had the OFA filing a lawsuit against the FDA saying that they did not take proper precautions to really determine if the shortage had ended. And then we had the judge come out and say essentially that the FDA had a couple of days, I believe it was until yesterday, to respond to the issue and to make an official statement. And then it was like this whole process that's been going on over the past couple of weeks, which has given me so much hope that the compounding pharmacies, especially the bigger ones, and the telehealth companies are not going to just fold and let this go. Of course, I typed in my password and then I started talking again and lost my article. But this article is from Reuters. They were the first ones to really publish this, and On the Pen actually broke this news last night. His was the first video that I have seen on it, and it was a really good, really well done video. Now, he typically tends to be against compounding is what it seems. He's on the brand. He's never really been a fan of compounded. So while I do appreciate when he breaks news stories like this, I do always take things with a grain of salt because he is a fan of the branded medicine and not a user of the compounded and all of that. So just giving you that for the context of his video if you do choose to go watch it. But the title of this video is the US FDA to reconsider decision barring compounded versions of Lilly's weight loss drug. So the Food and Drug Administration on Friday, which was October 11th, agreed to reconsider the decision. And what they did essentially is they filed a court motion saying that they would allow compounding pharmacies to continue making the drug until November 22nd. This is sort of what the window of time that they have given. So that's about 6 weeks where the like 60-day countdown will stop, and the 60-day countdown that 503B pharmacies had, they are going to be kind of pausing that and business as usual while they decide and really look further into if the drug really is out of shortage. It says the decision was in response to a lawsuit brought on Monday by the Outsourcing Facilities Association, which, if you missed my last video on that, they are a group that represents compounding 503B compounding pharmacies. And the FDA reported this decision in Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas, to U.S. District Judge Mark Pittman. And after that motion was filed by the FDA, the lawsuit was put on hold. So essentially the September 30th was when the FDA, removed Tirzepatide, and it endangered the ability of compounders to make this medicine and provide people with this life-changing medicine that we have all been, having since then. The Eli Lilly has actually issued thousands of cease and desist letters telling telehealth companies, compounding pharmacies to, stop making their medication essentially. And really all a cease and desist letter is like, can you please stop doing this? It's essentially them writing up this fancy thing, or them having their lawyer write up this fancy thing and saying, hey guys, can you stop doing this, please? If you don't, maybe we'll take you to court. So Eli Lilly, since the removal, has issued all of these cease and desist letters. And so you have seen a lot of telehealth companies folding, a lot of compounding pharmacies changing things up. And so this new decision has caused some issues with, I thought somebody was opening the door, has caused, it's kind of unclear now, like where things will go, because with the change, it's sort of like Chris Spears from Orderly put in the Orderly Facebook group today, that it's kind of like whiplash. Like you think you're going one way and then you get going another way. Red Rock has actually already started to alter dosages to make it so that the commercially available doses aren't the same doses they offer. They're adding some different things into their medicine. Glycin, which is for muscle loss, I think is the one that they are going to be adding. And so they've already sort of made this shift towards changing things to make it regulatory. And now we've got them coming out saying that you are allowed to business as usual until the FDA makes another decision and really looks into it, which is November 22nd is the date that they say that that should happen. So it is very unclear now if pharmacies are going to shift back to providing the original, or if they are just going to go forward with the plans that they've already set in motion. What this does do is it allows those of us that are on compounded medicines to still definitely have access to them until at least November 22nd. And it does allow us to speak and use our voices via the reporting link. I will link below the one that is from the OFA's website. It's the easiest one that I have found to use. So if you've noticed shortages in your area, or if you have not reported recently, then go ahead and fill that form out again. But this gives us the opportunity to speak. It gives providers the opportunity to speak. It gives pharmacies the opportunity to speak and say, hey, there is still a shortage, or there is not still a shortage. And it gives the FDA, on the flip side of things, the time to really look into it and to really be able to legally say that, yeah, there is a shortage or there's not one. And so if going forward, if they do still decide that the shortage has resolved, I believe that this will give them a much stronger position in court, because they will most likely have a lot more documentation over the course of the next 6 weeks to back up what their decision was. So I think this is a smart move by the FDA. And I think it was smart of the OFA to press it. I do think that they came to a decision too quickly, and they kind of just listened to what Eli Lilly said. And so I think that this is really going to give them the time for the American people on Tirzepatide to really make the decision based off of the truth and not just what Eli Lilly says, or however much Eli Lilly, wants to pay them. I don't know. That's hearsay. That's all hearsay. I didn't really mean that, the YouTube gods. So anyways, that's my little update for today. It's very exciting. I will continue to follow this story and see how pharmacies are going to respond to this. This information came out on Friday evening, and most pharmacies, Red Rock, do not ship. I know for certain they do not ship on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So they're probably not making any changes until early to mid next week, or really going to be updating us on what their changes might be until early next week. So that is definitely something that will develop. But y'all, I think Chris is right when he says that this is constant whiplash and constant anxiety. But I do think that we are moving in a good direction. And hopefully this provides everybody some peace that at least for the next 6 weeks, you're going to be able to order your refills. So yeah, that also gives us more of an opportunity. Orderly has come out and said that they are going to be offering 3 to 5 month vials through 503B pharmacies, which would be Hallandale, for the next, I think 45 days is how long you would have to order them. And that was prior to this decision. Now that time should be extended a little bit, and you should be able to get the longer bud dates for a longer period of time, which should cover you for longer, if all of that makes sense that I just said. And I also want to stress that if you don't feel like you can afford to buy multiple vials at once, I don't know, y'all. I think that the way that this is going, I think just watching over the past couple of weeks, like what Red Rock has said that they're doing by altering doses and adding some vitamins in, I think that we can assume with more certainty than we could a week ago that things are going to work out and that it will all be okay. Compounding pharmacies, one thing we need to remember is that compounding pharmacies have been compounding medicines for years and years and years, and they have found ways to alter medicines in an appropriate way to make it still legal to do so. This is not a new thing for them. They've been doing this for a long time, and so I think that it's going to work out. But this most recent decision by the FDA is promising, and yeah, guys, we put the pressure on them, and they got it done. They decided that, oh, maybe these people are not just going to lie down and take it, and that's what we're going to do. So continue to report those shortages. And yeah, that's my update for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm about to go to a trampoline park with my kids and some friends, and hopefully wear all the energy out of my children. Let me know how you are moving your body today, as always, and I will see you guys on Monday for like a normal weekly Mounjaro update. I actually reduced my dosage again this week, so that should be a fun little update to have for you guys. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you on Monday. And now we can all go into our weekend breathing a little bit more easily. Have a great day, guys. Bye.